guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jess. Today I'm doing a book review. Now, I don't normally do book reviews because I don't feel like I have a whole lot to contribute to book reviews. Honestly, I really just read for my enjoyment. I don't really read for any other reason. I don't read necessarily to learn or anything like that. I just really like to experience books as I experience them. So today's book is a little bit different. It is actually a poetry book. It is The Princess Saves Herself in This One by Amanda Lovelace. I loved this book. I actually picked it up recently now, but this spoke to me on a different level. I am a poet. I do write poetry. It's the only kind of writing that I ever really do. And I always kind of wanted to be able to write like novels and things like that. My best friend Rosie actually is a novelist. She does write books. She's currently writing a book, but I always kind of envied her, like being able to put down so many thoughts and so many words into a book, like so much story. Like, you know, you always read a book and there's like, oh, and you think about it, like, oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Like something that the author kind of implanted in the beginning of the book and you discover it later. I think that is absolutely wonderful. That is just not the type of writing I do, which brings me to this book, because this book was different. This book actually tells a story, and I think that it is absolutely amazing. I think that it is the perfect blend of actually writing a book, like a novel, and writing poetry. It tells the story of our author going through an eating disorder, the relationship with her mother, one of the relationships with a man that she has, and sort of mental and, I believe from what I got, sort of physical abuse as well, and how she overcomes that. And I just thought this book was wonderful. This book spoke to me on a different level just because, like, I read a lot of poetry and I think poetry is very beautiful, but I've never seen poetry done in this way. Like I said, like telling a story. She also writes beautifully as well. She speaks about her sisters and, like I said, her relationship with her mom. She speaks about death and eating disorders, things that are very, very heavy, but she does it in such a wonderful way that I literally read this book in a half an hour. And I don't read fast to read fast like a lot of people will just read to finish a book. If I'm reading fast, it is because I am very much so in love with what I am reading. And you know, you may say like half an hour, like you couldn't have really taken in everything. I have read this a couple of times again since I bought it. It is just absolutely beautiful. On the back it says, the story of a princess turned damsel turned queen. And the thing that I really loved about this book, as you can tell from the title, there is no one coming to save her. This book is about her journey into becoming a better person, how she handles the ups and downs of life, and I just thought that is absolutely wonderful. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't read it, I would definitely recommend. It is beautiful. I found this at a bookstore near my house. I think it's also very important to support Amanda because I believe she is writing this independently, and I just think that it is a great thing to do. I think it is a great cause to support. It is beautiful. I cannot wait for the second one. If you have read this, leave in the comments below what you thought of it. You know, what's your favorite poem in it as well. And I am going to go ahead and also actually read one of the poems in here that I thought was absolutely beautiful. She writes in a very different way as well. A lot of the time in poetry you can do like spacings because obviously you write vertically, but you can do like spacings and set things off, and I just thought that it was absolutely amazing. So the poem that I'm going to go ahead and read, I believe, has to do with her eating disorder. Now, in the book, in the poem, she speaks about being a larger child, and the doctor is telling her mother, Amanda is a large child, she needs to lose weight, and her struggle with her eating disorder, and how everyone thought she was beautiful and thin, and how she just never really felt comfortable in her body, and how her mom, you know, really kind of like honed in on her about losing weight. And now, while I don't have an eating disorder, obviously, I did think that was a really great poem, so I am going to go ahead and read another one, and this does have to do with body image, so yeah. It says, if a house does not automatically make a home, then a body doesn't automatically make a home either. I've always felt like a stranger in my skin. And I think the reason why I feel so drawn to that is because feeling like a stranger in your skin doesn't necessarily have to do with weight. I think with a lot of things recently, like with race and religion and sexuality, when you feel like your home, your body is being attacked, you never really feel like your body is home. So I thought that that was very important. So if you have no interest really in reading this for things like eating disorders, things like that, it really does speak about so many other things, because as with poetry, you can take what you want from it. So I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely recommend it. Hey look, I did a book review. I'm like the world's worst booktuber. I don't really enjoy doing book reviews, but if a book really speaks to me as that one did, like I said, it was so good to me, then obviously I will do a book review. Like I said, I don't tend to like to talk about books that I don't necessarily enjoy. If I'm gonna gush about a book, it's gonna be because I love it. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys are having a good week, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!
If I was a question, would you be my answer? If I was the music, would you be the dancer? If I was the student, would you be the teacher? If I was the sinner, would you be the preacher? Would you be my...